Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So Google Chrome version 152 has rolled out now to the stable channel, and this latest release was made available late yesterday in my region on the 25th of August. So to check we have this version upgrade, we head to our main menu, Help, About Google Chrome. The latest version in bold, 152.0.7977.64 or 65, running Windows, Mac, and Linux, means your browser is fully patched and up to date on version 152, which is the latest release. Now, first of all, focusing on the security fixes that have rolled out, which will also be part of this week's security patch that will also roll out to the other Chromium-based web browsers. And once again, we've got a bunch of security fixes. We've got 327 security fixes that have rolled out. And out of those, there are 10 critical vulnerabilities that have been patched, which is your highest ranked vulnerability. And although that's the case, there are no any 0 days that have been exploited in the wild, which is always good news. But the 10 critical vulnerabilities are mainly comprised of use after free vulnerabilities, which is common. And then we get one improper input validation in Chromecast. And then we get one use of uninitialized variable in mobile. So 10 critical. Then we've got a whole bunch of high severity vulnerabilities and a couple of lows. 327 vulnerabilities have been patched in total. So an important security update rolling out with Chrome version 152. Now focusing on what's new. First of all, when it comes to the older Manifest v2 extensions like uBlock Origin, all the code with 152 will now be completely removed, where old extensions now have officially stopped working. So the older Manifest v2 browser extensions have now completely been phased out. So there's no more code left in Chrome to enable those extensions. All extensions now use the newer Manifest v3 format. So that's been a long road, but 152 closes the door on MV2 extensions. And then in regards to browsing on the web, we've got smoother performance on slower devices, where Chrome can now automatically detect if your device is running slowly and tone down heavy web animations and graphics, which I think if you're running a budget machine is definitely a nice move in the right direction. And then if you are using Chrome on Mac, there are better notifications where web apps installed on Mac OS now show alerts under their own name instead of Google Chrome. And then the last one to mention for this video, and it's something I've already posted on, is we're going to be getting faster updates starting next month in September 2026, where version 152 is the last release on the 4-week update cycle. So starting next month in September with version 153, new versions will arrive every 2 weeks. And that is something I've posted on previously. So we're moving from a 4-week release cycle to a 2-week release cycle. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch. And obviously I will keep you guys posted as those updates roll out for Chrome. And I do think because we are heading towards a faster release cycle, we are going to see less newer features due to that increased cadence. But a big reason for that also is the security patches that are rolling out as part of these version upgrades. But nonetheless, that's it, guys. That's more or less what's new in Google Chrome 152, which is now the latest stable release rolling out to the general public. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.